is it important for the communities to participate in conservation?
Okay, well, that's a very good question, and it's important because, first of all, they own this land. So in order for them to have this land forever, they have to realize that they have to conserve and to do activities to conserve. And also for us it's good because all of us, we need water and we need vegetation to survive. So if we involve them in doing that, it's going to be good for everyone.
Great, I think so too. Do you have another question? Thank you.
Good, good.
Oh, what is a TV secondary school?
Oh, that's also a good question because we have here, we saw today some of the students of this school, and this is a type of school that we have in Mexico for rural places where the students come and go to the TV and they learn through the TV. So
Okay.
that's a TV secondary school.
There are in
all rural places in Mexico.
Okay. So we have another questions. Thank you. This questions is made by Margarita from El Valor in Chicago, and
oh, that's great.
She says, how long does an Adobe brick house last?
Oh, well, one of our architects told us that Adobe brick is good as long as it has good boots and good hat. And that means that if it has good stones to stand it and a good ceiling to put on, it's going to last forever because it doesn't get wet.
She also asked, how often do you have to do maintenance to these houses?
Well, you don't really need too much maintenance. Once you have them done, like you have just to be careful about the water.
Okay, so we have another question, and this question, how does Alternare help the communities around the monarch butterfly?
Oh, well, we just saw all the practice here, and this is a model of a sustainable model that you can really, all the things that we are teaching them is for their benefits, because they are producing more food, more animals, more grains, so they are producing also their fertilizers. They don't have to spend money on that, so that's good for them. And also it's good because we also are changing the way how they see natural resources. They know that they have to maintain these natural resources for their own good.
Okay. So we have another question.
Wow, lots of questions.
Yes.
Good. So that means that there's a lot of people watching.
This comes from Collins Elementary in Rowlett, Texas.
Oh, good.
Do all butterflies arrive together or do some get lost?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, yes, some get lost, but they arrive in colonies, in groups of monarchs. They don't arrive all one day together. You don't see all the butterflies, but you can see quite a lot of them flying in groups. And of course, yeah, some of them get lost or die in the trip.
Okay, and keep coming the questions, please.
It's good to know that we have a lot of questions, no?
Well, this comes from Brevard Worth, Carolina. We are interested in Alternare. How can we learn more and how can we help?
Oh, thank you very much for that question. We have a website and the address is www.alternare.org. And if you want to know more about what we are doing, please go and see that site to see how you can join us and help us.
Great. Yes, I'm sure you will have a lot of web visitors.
Oh, that would be great.
Thank you very much. This is from Carol, and she's from Laurel, Mississippi.
Wow.
Please explain the practice of using composting toilets and how they benefit the environment.
So they want to explain how we use the toilet?
No, Please explain the practice of using composting toilets and how they benefit the environment.
Okay. Yeah, well, the toilet that we use usually in the cities is you go to the bathroom, and then all goes to the water, through the water, and go to the rivers, and in that way we are getting dirty the water. In here, what we do is that we still we maintain that the excrement, and then we put some ashes and some lime, and we leave them for 6 months, and after that we can use it to grow trees. That's how we advise the people to use that kind of compost just for the trees. We don't advise to use that compost into the vegetable garden production, but in the trees it's okay.
Okay, great. We have another question.
Oh, hi, Julia.
A mí me interesa Alternare, ¿cómo puedo involucrarme?
Oh,
I'm interested in Alternare. How can I get involved?
Well, there's several ways to get involved in Alternare. One is coming and learning what we are teaching, so you can teach to other guys in your community or children. As you know, you can come here and learn, and that's one way. Another way is as a volunteer, and to come and help us with the work that we do in the communities. And also that's the way you can help.
So Julio, te esperan pronto. They expect you soon.
Yes.
For you soon. Do we have another question?
Thank you.
Is there any other question? I think so. Yes. It's good because it seems that there's a lot of people seeing.
Here. Okay. This is from Miguel from El Valor in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Can you grow any plants or crops in the drainage ditches?
Yeah, well, for the barriers, yes, of course. That's a good question, because when I was explaining to you, I just mentioned about the fruit trees, but also you can use different plants like cactus, or like flowers even, or even if you need forestry. So you can use almost any kind of plant. We advise in some places that they can grow even grass for the animals, and then in that way you will have also that grass to feed animals, which will diversify your land.
Yes, great. We have another question.
Hi.
Hi. ¿Qué quieres preguntar?
¿Qué producen en Alternare?
What do they produce in Alternare?
Well, we produce vegetables, organic vegetables like carrots, lettuce, onion, garlic, cilantro, parsley. So we produce a lot of vegetables. Also, we produce forest trees and fruit trees, and also we produce Adobe bricks. So we produce also organic Adobe, the organic fertilizer, sorry. So.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We have another questions here coming. Lupita, you're very popular. You have a lot of questions.
That's good.
Your organic fertilizer seems very good. How do you control pests originally?
Oh, well, that's a very good question, because Anita already explained to you part of how we control pests, but also we use a special mixture that we do that you could do also at home, and it's made with garlic, onion, and hot pepper, really hot pepper. You have to put some soap, water, and blend it. And then once you have that liquid, you put it into a place and you spread it.
Wow, that's great. So we have another question coming this side. Thank you very much. How many trees are saved in Mexico? if the local families build their homes from Adobe instead of wood.
Wow,
and this is from Woodbridge, Virginia.
Wow, that's a good question, and it will be hard for me to tell you right now how many trees if all the houses were built in that, because we have to count first how many houses, but I can tell you that for one house you can save at least 15 trees. So if you multiply 15 by millions of houses, then you will know exactly how many, but a lot, for sure.
Yeah, you told us that. And another question, maybe the last one. Has it been difficult getting local farmers to adopt the practices that you have described?
Yes, yes, because it's, as you saw, it's a lot of effort. You need to work. You need to work in order to get all the products that I just show you. So in that, that's the reason why it's difficult. But once you are involved in it, you don't want to leave it, because you realize that it's good for you, it's good for the environment, and you get enough for your family. So it's a great practice, but of course, it's difficult.
So how many ejidos are involved?
In the area that we have like around 37 ejidos and indigenous communities. So, yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.